Hello? Hello? Yeah, you can hear me, boys? Yeah, you can hear me, boys? How you doing? Yeah, you can hear me. Great. Why do I feel like my like at the screen? Yeah, let me put the my camera in the right place. There we go. Okay, boom, boom. Let me see the chat. Welcome back, loud and clear. Nice, nice, nice. Hello, hello. Let me get the chat. Let me get the chat. Yes. Hello, hello. So who do we have today? Who do we have? We have Mr. Abdullah. Did Abdullah win a giveaway last time? I forgot. Yes, I believe yes. Yes, I do believe yes. Mr. Funded. Billy. Mr. Billy is here. Billy, if you have questions today, I will make sure that I'm gonna answer those questions. I'm not gonna avoid those questions, okay? This time I will answer to all of your questions. By the way, guys, do not judge my beard. Is getting very bad now recently. I'm listening to the Wi-Fi plan. Okay, I'm listening to the Wi-Fi plan. The wife said long hair, like a more dense beard, can make you feel like you can look better. I said, okay, fine. I listen, boss. I listen. But right now, I feel like I've reached stop loss in my life. I feel like I've got all the payout denied. I feel like I'm living in UK, in a shitty country. There is people living in UK. It's good. There is also Arsenal fans in UK, which is all good. I mean, we see this on Saturday. We will see this on Saturday. Do we have Arsenal fans in the chat? If yes, be careful. You may get banned. This week, no Arsenal. It's all about PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. So who do we have in the chat? So let's see. Tom, Andy, yes. Mr. Tom, Vish, yes, Vish. YouTube will be created soon. I was stupid to do it this week, but I'm late. I'm late on my duty. Mr. Dan, hello. Fanny, Vish, yes. Rose. Okay, we have all the guys are always here, which is great. Mr. Levy, you. Zero, yes. Samuel, what Samuel is saying? I passed the weekend studying your strategy. You have a beautiful French voice. Presque aussi belle que la mienne. Nice, okay. Merci, gros. I'm half London and half French, so it's difficult. Well, listen. You need to make a choice. You need to make a choice. Hello. Okay, nice. So we're just gonna wait a couple of minutes. Hey, let me do my story for Instagram. Let me do my story for Instagram. Actually, we're gonna do this one on Charles Fanatic Live directly. There you go. In the chat, hello Numan. Yo Cyril. In the chat, can you just put like, come in, or put some fire? Yeah, put some fire and just say, come in. I mean, write it, come in. Just don't say come in. Just write come in or join in. Wait, let me put. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Come on, guys. Otherwise, we're not gonna. Listen, guys. It's simple as this. If you don't follow the plan, Omar will never stream, which is painful because he's waiting. Okay, so don't be dickheads. Just be. We need to be a team. So you guys do right. Join in. Come on in. Hey, come on. I said, yeah, we need to be a team. Okay, and like this, we can also share some good ideas, like good trade ideas. Yes, there we go. Yeah. Hey, we are live. We are live in Discord. Not in Discord. Fucking hell, I need to do it again. We are live. Look at this, boys. Look at this. Hey, we are live. Come on in. The link is just here. Click and come. Here we go. Job done. Let me put the link, and we're gonna bring our guest. To be honest, guys, today I'm gonna talk a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna give the entire live stream to Omar. He's gonna do everything. I'm just gonna be slacking behind. He's going to do all the job. I may actually deactivate my my webcam. I may deactivate my camera, go get some lunch, eat, and we just leave it to Omar, and he does everything. I think this is a good plan. YouTube done here. Okay, nice. Okay, so we're gonna bring Omar. Just to say, guys, Omar is a very good friend of us. I know him for a long time, a very long time, and I'm very happy to having him in the stream with us. You're gonna learn a lot from him actually. He's done more payout than than me, so that's easy. Like it's like what that's why I said, guys, like I'm gonna be the guest in here. He's going to take the stage. Like he has more infant than me, more payout than me, more handsome than me. He lives in US. I live in Portugal, in Europe. Yeah, better than me. Yeah. So you guys gonna enjoy. I'm just oh okay. So the boss decided to bring Omar on stage directly. I didn't say, boss. Listen, boss. I respect you, boss, 100%. But next time, just give me a sign. Give me a sign that Omar is coming. Not like this. That okay? Well, Omar, hello.
What's going on, bro? How you been?
Yeah, man. Oh, good. Oh, good. Good to have you here, sir. Good to have you here.
All right.
So, sir, what the plan today?
Yeah, so yeah, let's get straight into a market open. We said we got time, 20 minutes of market open. Let me share my screen and then we'll kind of go over the plan. I think you and I we talked about it beforehand also. We both have pretty much the same expectations going into today. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah,
Maybe
guys.
maybe just quickly because I did like
Yeah,
a
go
quick
ahead, bro.
I did like a quick description about you, but actually, like, can you tell us more about you, Mr. Omar?
Yeah, guys. So my name is Omar. Been trading going on 8 years now. Done it all from like personal capital, now focusing primarily on prop firm capital. And yeah, man, just made the transition similar to Usman from like trading primarily on the CFDs, forex, going into the future space. And honestly, haven't turned. And honestly, I like after like kind of having that like experience now with futures, I don't think I'll ever kind of go back as long as the futures props stay around. Me and him, we could probably talk about that a little bit later on too on stream about the ROI and the benefits of it because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who are also kind of on the fence. I know a couple of my students also were on the fence of like, making that pivot to futures. But in my opinion, if you've been trading like with CFD prop firms and you're someone who primarily trades prop firms in general, I do think that the prop firm space is much better on the future side, without a doubt, for traders. So yeah, and ever since made that pivot, kind of just been focusing primarily on futures. And yeah, man, just trying to get better every single day at this game, at this crazy, crazy game of trading.
Yeah, man. To be honest, like I have already like so many questions that we can. That's the thing that I like when you have a guest. Like you can just go with so many questions. But the thing is, Omar, you don't know these chats, but this chat just live and breathe the New York Open. So if we talk too long, they're gonna start spamming. Hey, New York Open is coming. New York. So
So let's
so
get
I was,
straight into it.
yeah. So we're gonna keep this question for after.
Yeah,
We seen about New York Open. The great thing, boys, in the chat, and obviously girls, and obviously all the Dame, and all the other guys that doesn't see themselves as a woman or a male, is that we Omar and I we have the same vision about NAS.
yeah.
So let's ask producer to switch to yes, great, thank you. So yeah. So what? Yeah. So we have exactly the same vision.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So okay. So the way that I personally trade, just to give people like an understanding, I always focus on primarily market structure, and then candlestick formations. Right. So when I look at Nasdaq from the 4 hour perspective, going into this morning, we had a impulse push up, and then we left a fair value gap with a prior high. Now, anyone who's like been trading with me or who's like knows like the way that I like to trade, I like to trade at key levels that have fair value gaps, especially on the first test, in line with market structure. Right now, this right here on the 4 hour time frame, this was the 2 to 6 a.m. candle. We essentially formed a candle that I like to call like EBP, which stands for engulfing bar play, where this candle closes like sweeps the prior bar's low, and we close above the prior bar's opening price. Then on the next candle, we've had a PO3, so the candle opened up, we dropped lower, right, which actually dropped lower into this fair value gap on the hourly time frame, and then we actually had a push up off of that area, right? So the 4 hour candle looks like we're going to close bullish. Ideally, this 4 hour bar does close above here, which is going to be that 29,911s. But I do think ultimately, because just following the overall structure, it looks like the 4 hour we potentially formed a higher low, right? So in basic market structure, we have a low, we have a high, the market potentially forms a higher low point. In order for this to be a potential higher low, we just got to make a higher high. Very basic market structure concepts. This to me looks like we're getting that formation where we're going to make new highs. And also, so that's kind of how I start off like on the 4 hour time frame. Now on the hourly, we've also inverted this fair value gap, and this candle closed above this prior structural high. So as long as this swing low to swing high on the hourly time frame maintains, especially going into open, I just see us having a pretty big rip straight to these equal highs, because these equal highs that are pending on the 50, there's just so much equal highs where we've essentially formed two bottoms now. We had one impulse leg lower and push up. We had a second impulse leg lower and push up. So now the market's showing us two swings of bullishness. So I think that at open, we might just rip straight into these highs as long as we maintain these 1 hour lows. Now, the only quote unquote con is that ES is kind of doing its own thing, relatively speaking, because ES is relatively weak compared to like NQ, right? That's the only quote unquote like con, but I could see us still taking out these highs first. Maybe ES catches up, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but I could still see a scenario where like maybe they're divergent at open. But I just can't ignore that everything is here. Like the 1 hour structure is bullish, 4 hours bullish, daily and weekly obviously has been nonstop bullish. And right under the equal highs is that 30K psychological number, right? So I could honestly see us having a big rip through that 30K mark. And yeah, we'll see what happens at open. Ideally, again, we maintain this over 1 hour structure. We've already inverted this gap, so I don't see us. If we're going to rip, I think we might just rip straight off open. But that's pretty much what I have on NQ. Very straightforward, just following basic market structure. And yeah.
Well, okay. Well, that was well explained. I have nothing more to add.
Yeah, because
Well,
again, like we told the chat, like we pretty much talked about this beforehand. Like, yeah, it's pretty much the same bias, right? And also, like the thing is, the market has been. I feel like this market condition. I'm actually interested your thoughts about this, Usman. Right? Like this market has been nonstop higher, and I always see people still trying to short this type of market environment because they think. And I'm not saying shorts are a bad thing to do, right? Because I'll be honest, I've also tried to short a couple times as well. But like obviously within context, right? But what's your thoughts so far on this overall market? Because this feels like you could literally just buy any dip at any support level and you'll just print money. It just seems like it's been that type of market. No stop loss, just buy any decent retracement and you'll make money in this market.
no, but this is the crazy part right now, and that's why I just want to say thank you, Trump. Yes, I mean I hate Trump at the same time. Recently, he's been doing like some silly stuff, but at the same time, Mr. Producer, if can you share to my screen, please, Mr. Producer? Thank you, thank you very much. If we look into what Trump did, is we got this low, and after this, we've been just keeping the buys. And one thing that chat doesn't want to do, and I'm trying to push chat to do it. So that's why we have people like Mark Fraser that come to our Discord to do like speech about fundamentals.
Yeah.
Is that if you guys got a bit of knowledge about fundamentals, you would know that from their pivotal point, we will just be buying it every time. The only focus right now is just to buy. And even right now, for me, is just to buy. The different things that I want to see right now is the VIX, the volatility right now on the charts. Do we have volatility in again? We have nothing. Is the VIX right now is dead. So for me, there is no risk on the NAS to see NAS going down like heavily. If we check I mean, Trump is sometimes he's saying that yes, everything is going well and we have some good deal going on. At the same time, we have Iran saying like, well, we hate US and we're gonna still bombarding and block the canal of Hormuz. So in both way, there is no real argument. So I'm not gonna take this into consideration. And if we check CPI, we check NFP, we check all of those things, everything looks good. If we check Nvidia and all the bubble with AI, it looks good. Everything looks good. So that's why, for me, I was trying to sell last time for a couple of technical aspects. I was trying to sell, but after this, I was like, yes, actually, no. The real edge is on buy. The market just want to go higher and higher and higher. So why am I trying to sell? It's against the edge right now to sell. So
100%.
yeah, so that's why I'm with you, bro. Like my plan right now, and after this we're gonna go to another pair quickly. Is so this morning I was looking to buy here in this FVG because we took this previous low.
Yeah.
And this previous low for me, it's the lower time liquidity, which is just there. And I don't know, Omar gonna may judge me on this, but for all the other guys on the chat that we've been talking about the RSI and stuff, remember about what we said. I know, Omar. Yeah, it's fine. You can laugh. You can judge me on this.
No, bro, not at all. Bro, RSI was one of my favorite tools back in the day.
It's okay. It's okay. It worked, at least for me. But in here, for example, that was a perfect example, is that we do have the 1 hour FVG, but again, where the market is going, and we can see there is another 15-minute FVG at the bottom. We got the RSI divergence, which is great. So manipulation is done, confirmed. And after the manipulation, we've got the little displacement. And remember what I said last time, boys, about the displacement? There is 3 aspects about the displacement. We need to have the rejection. We got the rejection. We need to have the volume, which is just there. We got the volume following with the fair value gap. And after this, we got this closure in following with the volume. So the closure in here is still bullish, which is great. And look at what happened. Poof, we go back to this order block. We got some rejection. And after this, look at this candle. This, for me, if we talk about which one of the candlestick could be our best entry, is this one. Literally this one. This one. Look at this. Liquidity on top. Liquidity on top. Small liquidity in here. But liquidity, small one. Rejection of the order block. Let's go. We go back again. So this could be our entry at 9 a.m. 15 in Europe for people living in Europe or having Europe time zone. And after this, we got another one entry in here, which is the 1 hour fair value gap.
Yeah.
And the music is the same. Look at this. 1 hour FVG. We go to the 5 minute and boom, we have another FVG in here following with an order block, and poof, the market go back into it, rejection, and we go back. And I can tell you that in 1 minute, there will be another divergence in here. Look at this. We have it here. We're making lows after lows, lows. And if I go to the divergence here, we are making lows in here. And from there, we're not making any lows anymore. So the question is, why do we have this move to the bottom side? And if we go to the left side, we have a beautiful BPR in 1 minute. And that's a beautiful move Just to say again, manipulation for what? Trigger.
Yeah.
Market needed to trigger something in here, and we have BPR in here. BPR, which is, I've told you many times, boys. I don't need to say this again anymore, okay? But BPR, balance price range, double FVG. I think Omar, you know those things, right?
Yeah, I use those. Yeah, balance price range. They're all the same. Yeah, balance price range, IFVG, same thing, really. Yeah.
That's it. So I think you and me we kind of agree on this analysis.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And also, it's like you said, like the market has been trending higher nonstop. So it's like, even like as long as you're staying, if you've been staying with like the bullish trend for most days in the past like month, the whole month of May, you know, like you would have made way more money, and it's less stressful too. Especially when we have a lot of equal highs like we do on NQ above, like just under 30K. Like to me, that's just also a very key component to it because we have so much liquidity right under 30K from the overnight session. I just can't see us not taking out the Asia range high. Like, because Asia range high is literally sitting right under that psychological 30K number. That 30K number is going to get like investors interested. It's going to make headlines like, oh, the NASDAQ 30K. Like, I just can't see us not hitting that with the current setup that we have now. Obviously, anything can happen, right? I'm not like, obviously the markets could do whatever, but you know, it's just probability at the end of the day. I just feel like we have a high probability today of sweeping that 30K number going into the open, and we'll find out in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. So you said that basically we have this inverse fair value gap.
Yeah,
right?
it was on the hourly time frame. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
1 hour time frame. Yeah.
I don't know where I could enter, to be very honest. I feel like
The thing is too, like the entry at open, it's kind of like tough. Like there is a 15-minute fair value gap that it just retested. If you go to that 15-minute time frame, right? But like the thing is, at open, it could also whipsaw back and forth into like a little bit more of a discount. That's the one thing, because people always ask me like, how do you know like what your entry is going to be? Well, my thing is this: number one, if I know that my stop, like let's say, in order for the bullish bias to be valid, I want the swing structure on the hourly time frame. Actually, let me see. Yeah, if I could just have my screen on and I'll show what I mean visually as well for the producer. Oh, let me just
don't hesitate to insult the producer. If
no. Okay,
like, he's our boss, but we may hear him after. But yeah.
So for me, right, like the next, okay, so this 1 hour candle, right, the PO3 concept, right, of like this candle open dropping into some sort of key area of support. So we had this inversion on the hourly time frame, which also lines up with this 15-minute gap. Now, the only quote unquote, again, con is like if this was like, let's say, already past New York open, because I usually have a rule that I don't like trading the first 15 minutes at open because sometimes we whipsaw back and forth. This might be one of those cases we might just kind of like push at open. We don't really know, but the reality is there's a chance that even at open we could just have a dip down into this overall swing low to swing high, right? So like look at the hourly time frame from this area to here. There's a chance that we might have a little bit of a dip back. Everything will still kind of like maintain in terms of bullish structure, as long as we maintain this. Now, if we have any type of like move below this hourly bar's low, 29,850s, then that kind of like becomes you don't really want to see that, right? You want to see like this retracement, in my opinion, is normal, especially going into market open. What would kind of kill everything is if we kind of have a push back below this hourly bar's low, because then we kind of mess up the swing structure on this hourly time frame, right? So that's kind of like you said, like the only kind of like downside, but we'll see in about 1 minute, 22 seconds. Because usually the market open has a lot of volatility. I have that rule. A lot of people in my Discord already know that as well. I always talk about it even on like even on in general on YouTube. I don't like trading the first 15 minutes at market open, and I do miss some moves doing that. But at the end of the day, it just makes my life over like the course of like, because I'm not looking at about 1 day, right? Most times the market will kind of like chop around that open. I'm pretty sure most people here kind of see that at open. Sometimes we get a little bit sporadic action, and then going into like 9:45, 10 o'clock, things start to settle a little bit. So that's usually why I have that rule. But yeah, but I could see, but again, most people will see this retracement as like something that's bearish, and who knows, maybe this does start the beginning of a bearish trend. But it's like what I always say, I always just stick to my structure, and over the long run, that's just going to pay dividends. So we'll see what happens. The market opens in 30 seconds, and yeah, I hope everyone, let's all have a great trading day today. especially after that Monday bank's holiday. I know everyone's itching to get into trades right now.
Bro, I swear to God, even my own community, they were taking trades yesterday, and I was like, brother, it's summer outside. Why you just why? Just go enjoy. Just get some crack. Enjoy life.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
So
no,
we,
the one thing that I would say I'm with you on this is that I used to take this sell, for example, because we are into this fair value gap in 1 hour, order block
yeah.
in 1 hour. But again, like for me, liquidity is so much king that I would prefer to wait. So let's go just on your chart. Are you what time frame are you right now?
Yeah, so I have the 30 minutes. So I could go down to the 5 minute here and then the 1 hour.
Nice.
And that's why I said, like, because some people they get immediately right into the sell because they see like, oh my god, the market is dropping, but it's dropping into a key support, right? We have that 15-minute gap here. We have the hourly. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why a big thing too, because I know a lot of traders, especially I've seen on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. A lot of traders are always on the 1 minute time frame. And like the problem with the 1 minute time frame for me personally, right? Again, I'm not saying the 1 minute time frame doesn't work, but like the 1 minute time frame sometimes doesn't give you the full perspective. That's why I always have at least 1 hour chart in here so I can see like the overall structure. So we'll see what happens, but pretty big rejection at the highs so far, which is not ideal. But again, that's why I say the market open sometimes can kind of be pretty whipsaw. Like on the first 5 minute bar down here, yeah. But the first 5 minutes is like pretty whipsaw. But again, nothing like my line in the sand is the same thing. I don't really want it below that 29,850s. And Usman, if you want to share your chart, yeah, you can go ahead and show me what you're looking at as well.
Damn, that was clean. The way that you did the transition. Yeah, I mean, the thing that I was saying before is that we have this 1 hour fair value gap, 1 hour order block, which is for me a very nice place to sell. And so that's the tricky part right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that I have everything that is telling me to sell right now. This line that I've added before the stream was my place to sell. To be very honest with you guys, everyone in the chat, I'm just not taking this sell yet. Why? First, we are Tuesday, okay? So I still have time. I'm not into this rushy place to have a trade, so I'm just gonna take my time. So and also, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm right, at least it means that I am in synchronization with the market. I'm in sync with the market, which is giving me a little bit more confidence and boost for the rest of the week. So yeah, if I keep consistent, if I'm staying consistent with my view, I would just say that 1 hour FVG order block. We took the lower time frame liquidity in here, which is for me super important, and also this one, because whenever you take those lower time frame liquidity, there is divergence coming in, and we can see this divergence again. So the real question is why the market needs to go higher. There is always a justification, and if we go to the 5 minute, we can see in here. That's why I have my line. We have a BPR again, and we are literally reacting to this BPR. So the manipulation now is justified. Why do we have a divergence on the RSI? Because the market is manipulating to go into this BPR, and that's why we are having this reaction. Fucking hell. So, oh man. So yeah, so that's why like the move to the downside is very logical for me. The place that I'm looking to buy, that's the real question, is potentially below this low. I don't know for you guys. Let me see in the chat. Like, what do you guys see in the chat quickly? I can see all the time frame on the 1 minute chart, but it looks too small. The higher time frame show more price history. Yeah, the only thing with smaller time frame, mostly in the 1 minute, bro, is that you're gonna have so much noise. Like it's a headache.
Yeah,
it's a headache.
I agree.
The 5 minute is, for me at least, it's the best.
Yeah, that's the same thing that I like to use, the 5 minute as well, because the 1 minute, I don't mind using the 1 minute, but that 1 minute has to come in after I get like either like if the structure looks clean on the 15 minute or the 5 minute, then if you want to go even lower, sure. but I wouldn't go. Me personally, I usually don't start off on the 1 minute. It'll be like 15-5. And then if both those time frames look really good, then it's like, all right, you know what? Let's check the 1 minute and see if you can even snipe a better entry as well.
That's it. That's it. So now market is going down. Oh, there is a 1 hour AVG at the bottom actually.
Yeah, and ES is like selling off too. That's why I was saying like at the beginning,
Yeah.
the only warning sign is that ES was kind of like struggling to make new highs. We do have like that bearish divergence and stuff like that, but I usually don't like to use bearish SMT until like we get like candle closures. But I will say this now, the fact that like this 1 hour on NQ, and this is why I always have that rule, the first 15 minutes, just wait and see how the market kind of trades, because the whole, because now like the way that the 1 hour candle looks, it's forming like something called like an EBP candle, which is essentially just takes out the prior bar high, closing below the prior bar open. Obviously, we still have 25 minutes to go until the 10 a.m. candle forms for the 1 hour and the 4 hour. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that candle kind of closes. Because right now it's kind of still sitting at that like that support level, and ES already took out the lows. But it'll be interesting if we, because now it could also just be that downside gap, which could be the potential downside. But we'll kind of wait and see, because again, the 1 hour structure is still kind of maintaining. And usually when I see something like this, I usually just wait for the next candle closure on the 1 hour time frame to see how the 1 hour and the 4 hour close. If the 1 hour and 4 hour close is something similar to what it is now, then this is where I usually would kind of like flip the bias. But again, only on a candle closure, because there's still 23 minutes left, and the market just opened. It's 9:36, so there's still a lot of time left in the first hour of the first hourly candle.
So I have a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Is if let's say today we are bearish, because yeah, the edge is like super bullish, so I guess we should be super bullish and blah blah blah. But let's say that today it's bearish, like we are respecting this 1 hour favorable gap, respecting this 1 hour order block. We have this very almost like this engulfing going on the daily candle.
Yeah.
What do we do tomorrow?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, I like to okay, it's on my screen now. So like the thing is this, I like to just trade what's in front of me, to be honest, because like, for example, like if I see, okay, let's just say the 4 hour candle closes like this, right? And again, there's still 22 minutes. That's why I usually just chill and just wait it out, because again, I'm not eager to just jump into something until I have, because again, I have my rules based off of like data and prior experience, right? I always say like the first 15 minutes, I'm always going to be staying patient on that, because again, I'm not even, someone's going to look at this and they might think, oh, this is an automatic sell. It could be, right? But the reality is like this candle still hasn't closed. So this candle could easily flip back up. And I've seen it happen so many times because it's still within the 1 hour impulse, right? And also, what if this 4 hour closed all the way back up here to 29.11s? Then what I would do is, if I still have that 1 hour, the 1 hour and the 4 hour is showing me bullish bias, then I go down to the 15 and I see, okay, well, now do I see anything clean to enter on the 15 or the 5 minute, right? I think sometimes some people that have a bias going into a day, but if they don't see any clear entry, or they don't have like clear requirements on what they would need to enter. Bias is one thing, entry is another. So like, if we have a bearish bias based off of like maybe a bearish weekly, a bearish daily close or a bearish 4 hour setup, I don't mind shorting this type of like market also as well, but I also understand what's my potential target, right? Because I think that's another thing that what happens is like, let's say maybe someone called a short somewhere here as an example. Let's just write some random example, right? We have like this hourly candle that closed below this, we created an order block, and maybe someone entered on this next candle, push up, whatever, right? As a random example. What happens is sometimes people try to run it down to this gap down here, then they get stuffed, even though the market is sitting at a prior week high inside of like the gap that you talked about at open, right? So it's also managing your expectations, because if you take any shorts, you can't expect a complete dump, right? In such a strong bullish trend. I think that's where people go wrong with shorting. I think they're expecting too big of a move sometimes, comparatively speaking. So if I have a bearish bias, I don't mind taking it, but I'm also aware of key support areas, because I don't want to be short in a bullish market. And then the market moves in my favor. I'm up maybe, 1.5, 2R, and then I give it all back, because then the market starts trending back higher, right? So it really is case dependent at the end of the day. And I don't mind shorting this type of market, but I would need something very clear. Like I would need like a 1 hour to break back below. I would need a 4 hour bearish setup. Like this drop to me is nothing. Like it's just a market open potential manipulation. I don't know yet. We'll see how it looks like going into like that first hourly bar closure.
Yeah, and to be honest, like even me, I was looking to buy on those levels, um, in the 5 minutes, but
Yeah, in the
right
5 minute.
now, yeah, but right now I'm not looking because there is also this 1 hour FVG at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. And there's also the new week gap as well. The gap is at 29,678.
Yeah,
So exactly. So like the thing is this for me, if we break all the way back below down here, right, on a 4 hour or 1 hour basis, and we start to break that structure on the 1 hour time frame, then I would start to consider something like this, right? Um, but as of right now, same thing that I've said before, I just don't like shorting into an area of support, especially because now ES took out this low. So this could be a potential bullish SMT that forms in here, right? And that's why I say the market opens. Sometimes this is why I have that rule the first 15 minutes, because you might have a bullish bias, or maybe you don't even have a bias going into the open. But then if you start to react on any move up or down, you get a little bit emotional, right? That's the whole point of the first 15 minutes. Is like that's why I avoid it, because someone right now could possibly be looking like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be a short. Maybe they short this, and I've seen so many times the market goes all the way back up, and then we kind of reclaim above the highs and stuff
oh,
like that.
you've turned black.
Yeah, I think my camera just died. It just said battery exhausted.
Oh no,
Yeah.
so we're not gonna be able to see your beautiful face.
It's okay, man. As long as we can see the beautiful charts. I think that's more important. But yeah, but again, that's why see someone's gonna think like, oh my god, it's automatically a sell because they see this initial drop lower. But again, that's why I always have the hourly time frame to keep me gauged. Because again, on the 5 minute, this is a textbook market structure break, fair value gap. See, and if someone shorted right there, now you're dealing with a deep pullback, and who knows, maybe we invert this. That's why again I don't like to trade the first 15 minutes. Like look at the first 15 minutes. It's almost
Yeah,
a big
but
wick doji.
some haters will say, but yeah, bro, but now like look at this, we missed the trade. Like thinking like you, we missed the trade, so I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
but let me say, like this is a good mindset shift. I'd rather miss trades than get stuck in this. You see what I mean? Like that's why I avoid the first 15 minutes. Now this looks like a fake out. Exactly. See, like that's why for me the first 15 minutes, and I've said it before so many times, especially on like my YouTube channel, is like I don't like to trade the first 15-minute candle, just because you can get something like this. Look, at one point this candle was all the way down here, and we're closing bullish now, right? So now I'm like, all right, now we have this 5 minute inverse at this 1 hour level. Now we have potential, like more potential that this could actually just be some sort of like that was a manipulation move at open, right? Because that's what's going to happen. And look, that area, that 29,850s, we wicked below it, and now we went all the way back up and kind of maintaining that level. So that's why sometimes you can have a bullish bias or a bias, but at open, the market can chop a little bit. And it's important to just like have requirements of when you're going to shift your bias or when you're just going to stay neutral. On the drop here, there's no reason to look for bearishness. And look at this candle completely flipping now on the hourly time frame. We've inverted this on the 5 minute, and now it looks even more so that the bias is going to be correct in terms of like we might go for these highs, right? Because now we just failed to go lower, and we've inverted this 5 minute gap in here. And not yet, it's still 1 minute and 45 seconds to go, but yeah. And I think most people have to understand too, like if you miss a move, it's perfectly fine, because there's, especially if you're trading NQ and ES, there's volatility every single day. So there's chances every single day, even if you want to go for quick scalps and quick moves. And I really like this 15-minute closure. This 30-minute closure is beautiful. And I think now this low should not be, I think this is going to be the low if we're going to head to new highs. We'll find out in about 1 minute and 20 seconds. But in about 1 minute and 20, yeah, he just put it. I like the
I like the, yeah.
That was good improvisation right there. I like it. But in about 1 minute, like we'll see how this ultimately trades. Yeah, in the next 15-minute candle closure. But again, this bottom wick, in my opinion, that's pretty aggressive on run lower. I might wait. See, the thing is, the problem sometimes with waiting for the 10 a.m. open is if the market does start to expand, you kind of like miss the move. That's why sometimes I'll say at least 9:45, the first 15-minute bar.
Yeah. Yep. I do agree. The only thing that is pissing me off right now is like if Mr. Producer is not busy enough to thank you, Mr. Producer. It's just this like 1 hour FVG. This is the only thing that is pissing me off right now.
Yeah.
It's like
But we did test the fair value gap though. You see
yeah,
the
we
1 hour?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
It
did.
just left. I know what you mean because when it leaves the lows, you're like, I kind of wish it swept that.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, I do agree. Like we have this beautiful 5 minutes BPR now.
Yeah, and even the 15-minute candle closed pretty bullish. So we'll see if we can kind of get like that momentum to those equal highs or not. But yeah. But I think this was actually a really good example though of like why I have that 15-minute candle rule, the first 15 minutes of market open. Because again, look, if someone jumped in on that 5-minute quote unquote break of structure, or if someone was on a 1-minute time frame and they were trying to sell short on that drop lower without looking at where we are relative to the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour, they're going to get chopped up. And see, now the market completely flips and we're heading into those highs, which is absolutely beautiful push up. So let's see if we can get that 30K psychological number to get hit.
I'm upset because I was looking to buy under the liquidity, but right now I have no accounts. I have the 2 accounts on FTMO I'm waiting for the payout. And I need to be honest with you guys, on the 1.5 million on the challenges for Apex, I'm being a bit of a pussy right now. So I can't do this. I can't take the trade during the live stream. Like I need to be locked in because yeah, it's a big challenge. It's literally like 10 accounts, bro. Like 10 accounts, doing all of them in this. I have literally like 2% left to do, but for some reason, I don't know, I'm sweating.
Yeah, and even I saw someone said, chat said already long thing bottom of New York is in. Yeah, exactly. Because that 5-minute low was the manipulation once we inverted that fair value gap. And the first 15-minute candle, if any of my students are here, they already know. Like it's on my channel as well, my YouTube channel. Like it's the first 15-minute candle is an EBP, took out the prior bar low. The market pushes and closes above the prior bar's opening price. Absolutely textbook beautiful. You avoid the manipulation. And then the 1 hour structure is still there, and we're pretty much almost at that 30K highs above the Asia range on NQ. But yeah, I mean, listen, this is exactly why most people because I guarantee you someone in this chat or someone out there took shorts because they got impulsive on that first 5 minutes. They thought it was a market structure break. They saw ES tanking, and then they probably just pile in short, right? But I think that's why it's so important to follow market structure on your higher time frame charts, because sometimes it'll allow you to again, that's why I always have the 1 hour or the 4 hour chart in front of me, because I just need to I need that reassurance. Before, when I watch the charts like this, right, and I'm only watching the 5 minute and I see this, I'm not gonna lie, before I would used to damn, this looks like a manipulation, I'm gonna just short this, right? But the problem is you're missing the fact that on the hourly time frame, all it did was trade back into this gap in here. We're still inside of this minor 1 hour structure, and also ES took out the low, so there's potential SMT. So like when you factor all these in, even if the market dumped and I missed that quote unquote short, who cares? Because that's not one of my setups, right? Like that on the 5 minute basis, right? And again, if you're only taking trades based off of like 5 minute structure and entries, that's why I see so many people, especially TikTok traders, get absolutely annihilated, because they're only looking for 1 minute and 5 minute market structure shifts or whatever the case may be, or inversions or whatever, but they're completely ignoring the market structure on the higher time frames.
There's some people that said yeah, I took the shorts. I mean, to be honest, there is nothing wrong on taking the short, because at the end of the day,
100%.
There is people that do scalp
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why, in a scalping way, if you feel that shorting right now makes sense to you, it's fine. We don't judge in here. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not right here. Maybe after a sweep of the highs.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of liquidity above market. But
yeah, the only thing is if you're shorting, for example, here and you made profit, it's fine. The problem is that you've missed the real leg, and the real risk and rewards. So that's why for me, you took the short. You've banked like a 1-1, 1-2, 1-3 is fine, but you could also take a 1-3, 1-4, 1-6 risk reward on taking the buy on the NAS, for example, right now.
Exactly.
So that's why
100%.
like that. So that's why like yeah. If you took the short, great. However, you were not just in the right side of the story.
Yeah, and like Ron said in the chat, he's like, just gotta know when to get out. Exactly.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
if
By the
you're
way, Ron, be careful on Ron. Ron has some tendency of doing some like sexual jokes. So I would say like we loved Ron's. Like Ron's. Yeah, Ron's. Did you get a giveaway? Yeah, he did. He did win a giveaway last time. But just be careful of his hands. Like, sometimes he's a bit touchy.
I'll keep that in mind for sure. But yeah, but again, man, like that's the thing too. Like, but even then, like in my opinion, that 5 minute short, like unless you took it right at open, in my opinion, it would have been like pretty risky because you're shorting into a 1 hour area of support, right? So that's one thing that I always like tell myself: if I'm taking a 5 minute entry, it has to go alongside a what's the word I'm looking? It has to go alongside an hourly structural point, right? That's like the main key thing for me.
Damn, look at this.
Yeah, I was about to say, as soon as I say, oh yeah, I wouldn't short up here, the market just tanks. What is that, like 40 points?
I would never short. No, I'm not gonna short that. For me, like there is liquidity, so much liquidity above.
Yeah. This is one of those times where like you say it and then the market says, you know what, we'll drop a little bit to prove a point.
But to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. If we're shorting right now, it can be a good buy after. Like not taking those highs is actually a blessing. So yeah, let's wait and see. I'm still gonna wait this 1 hour FVG at the bottom.
Yeah,
I mean,
and the producer could change over to Usman's chart if he wants to show that as well.
Yeah. It's just like, for example, in here. Let me turn. Boom. Yes. So basically, we have this. We reinforced those two equals. We have all of them also, right? So for me, this is a blessing. This is literally a blessing. The question mark that we have is, okay, cool. We took this liquidity, great reaction. So now we are looking for this one too. My only one problem, and I say this is a problem, but at the same time, I always go with 2 probabilities. That's it. I don't go with 3-4 probabilities in the day. I just go with 2 only for the day. That's it. So there is for me 2 areas that can be very interesting for me to buy. Is this BPR, or we put all of those people in a trap and we wait for the 1 hour FVG at the bottom, which is just there. 1 hour FVG, order block in here. That can be interesting. So that's why we got nice reaction, very beautiful reaction here. If some of you took the buy, great, thank you so much. Remember to send me £5 after, please. But right now, there's 2 places, either this one and this one for the continuation. So let's see how that goes. There is Mr. Falak in the chat, and I would say let's ask Mr. Falak his opinion too, his vision about the market, where he see the market going. We have Kim in the chat. Hello, Kim. Good morning. Say good morning, everyone, to Kim. Everyone, say good morning to Kim. Otherwise, I call boss. Reversal coming? What? By the way, Omar, I have a new rule. I don't listen to Falak anymore in the chats.
Why is that?
Because he always he plays with my head, bro. Like he was telling me, oh yeah, we go for a buy, we go for a long, and I did stop loss last Monday during the live stream, and last week on Thursday, Falak was busy. Bro was slacking. He was sleeping. I'm sure 100% he was sleeping. That's slacking. And we took like 1 to 12 RR during the live stream.
Yeah.
Beautiful stream. Like I said to the guys on stream, like this could be your one shot one challenge validated in one stream, which is great. So that's why, like, you see Falak in the chat. Let's ignore Falak today.
Oh man, like the banter.
You bastard! Have you ever seen me sleeping? Yeah, it is true that Falak has some sleeping problem. I don't know what he does during his nights. It's like by himself in a room, in a bed, by himself.
Oh man,
I don't know. Some people will stay astaghfirullah.
I understand Falak though, man. I have terrible sleep as well, bro. I have terrible sleep. I can only imagine it's gonna be worse in the next few months as well.
I'm so worried about gap. When do you think we can back to that? Why do you think we need to go back to a gap? So basically, this is actually the way that you've done the question is interesting, because you absolutely want the market to go back to the gap, but the market decide what the market wants. So right now he doesn't want to go to the gap. So it is a mistake to think about, oh, when do we go to the back? We don't know. Maybe we may never go actually. So that's why I said during the last stream last time, it is super important to listen about the market history, what the market is telling us, what the market is showcasing to us, and just follow the narrative. That's it. I know, like, we have the gap here, but that's what you want. That's what I want. I want the market to go to the gap because the market always feels the gap. The question is when, and we don't know the answer of when. It will do one day, but maybe not now. So I would just say ignore the gap for now. Ignore the gap. The gap is not the answer. The real answer is what the market is telling us right now. And what the market is telling us is good reaction to the 1 hour fair value gap, good reaction to the 1 hour fair value gap, good reaction to the 5 minutes fair value gap in here. Great. So let's go higher then. Let's go higher. Market generated information. Yes, exactly. News. Ground operation in Lebanon begins beyond the yellow line. Channel 12 Israel. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't know what. Omar, are you here? Omar went to a she. Omar for good. Hey, you see, we got Omar slacking. No cameras. He went to a pee. I can guarantee you, he went to the toilet right now. He got to the toilet. Now Omar is just AFK. Omar flips. Oh yeah, or maybe Omar is sleeping. But yeah, now, so basically, until Omar is coming back, my point is everything related to Iran and Israel and America, like all of those wars, I don't believe and that we will have any impact for now. There is too many news propaganda going on left, right. One, America will say something, Israel will say something, Iran will say something, and the question is, who do we believe? So until I have 100% news about something, I will act accordingly with the market. But right now, they can attack Lebanon, they can attack any other countries. I don't care, to be honest.
Yeah, my bad, Falak. No, I just had to use the bathroom because Falak's like, Omar fell asleep. I told him I had to use the bathroom real quick.
It's okay. Right. We don't judge in here. Do you?
Yeah.
People in the chat don't judge.
Yes. So someone asked about like the concept that I use. It's, to be honest, like, again, it's all on my YouTube channel, but like let me see if I can just show my screen, and then it's very simple concept, to be honest. And right there, we just took out the equal highs above Asia range. Beautiful. I'm kind of curious to see if we're going to get like that really big push. But the concept that I trade is very, very simple. If you guys look for this one candle, I promise you, it's the easiest trading methodology out there, and it's backed by data. Like, if you look for this setup right here on any time frame, obviously you want context, right? I'm not saying just like, but this candle right here, right? I have so many YouTube videos on this where it's just simply a candle that takes out the prior bar low, closes above the prior bar's opening price. This, with context, will usually lead to like some sort of momentum on the next candle up, right? So the next candle has an opening price, we drop lower, right? You start to look into like, fair value gaps inside of this candle. And then again, with proper context, you get these really big moves on the next candle, right? Same thing on the hourly time frame. We got one in here. This candle took out the prior bar low. I like this one too because it's at a fair value gap at an order block. The next candle opens up. We have power of 3. The market drops lower, right, into some sort of fair value gap in here, and we expand higher. Same thing we got on the first 15-minute bar, right? The candle closed. We had an EBP candle. Took out the prior bar low, closed above the opening price. Next candle comes in. You look for a buy inside of this 15-minute candle on a 5-minute, 1-minute basis. And then you look for the expansion. When you have this with context and like, let's say, like you understand market structure, you will never trade anything else ever again. And I know this because again, I've shown this to thousands of people, right? And like, it's just the easiest type of setup to see because you don't really, it's not like IFVGs are very popular. IFVGs are extremely subjective, right? Like which ones work, which ones don't. And obviously context is going to matter for this. But an EBP candle is an EBP candle. Like, that EBP candle is going, like, it's a straight definition, right? A candle for a bullish one that sweeps the prior bar low, closes above the prior bar's opening price. You can reasonably expect the next candle to push up, especially if you have a clear bias, right? Like this was, to me, we talked about it and everything just played out exactly how we talked about at open, right? We had this prior high with this fair value gap. We had the confirmation. And this was a potential higher low point. If it's going to be a higher low, what's going to happen? We're going to make new highs. And we had that 30K psychological number. We just absolutely decimated it, right? So again, that's why at market open, the market's dropping. I'm not going to be that person. I even said it in real time. Like, I'm not going to be the guy who's going to be like so worried that the market is dropping at open because what did I say? In the first 15 minutes, you sometimes will have like crazy whipsaw price action, right? If we go to the first 930 was here, right? We have a huge drop lower. Then the market completely goes back up. That's why the first 15 minutes has a lot of manipulation, right? And someone might have gotten like tripped up in their original bias. That's why, again, I don't switch my bias. I have a rule. I don't switch my bias unless the 1 hour or the 4 hour shows me something different. In the meantime, at that moment, the market didn't really show me anything because we still were respecting this 1 hour structure. We just ran into an hour, a fair value gap. And again, I've been trading for 8 years. So I have a lot of experience, and I know that sometimes this big drop at open, as scary as it looks, right? In the moment, I'm not gonna lie, it looks scary because you have that really big candle dropping lower. It's like, oh man, like, you know what, this is gonna be a short, and you want to pile in short, right? Or maybe you're scared about the long bias, so you don't want to look for longs anymore, and you completely throw out the long bias, and then you're gonna go to flip to a short bias. I've lost so many accounts doing that now I just realize that as long as I have a rule, unless I get a clear 1 hour or 4 hour bearish setup, right? I'm not going to flip any type of long position. I'm just going to follow my market structure because again, I don't care about like if this tanked and like I was completely wrong in the bias. Like who cares? Because at the end of the day, my goal is just to do the same thing every day because again, over 20 trades, I'm going to be profitable and I'm going to be making money on majority of them, right? Of course, you're going to have some times where like this hourly candle could have easily flipped and then I would have closed down here and I would have missed a potential short. I don't care about like missing a trade if it's not part of my plan. Now, I do get FOMO. I'm not gonna lie, I get FOMO if I miss a trade that's part of my plan and I just hesitated, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I just didn't take a setup, or maybe I just overthought it. Like, yeah, sometimes I'll get a little bit of FOMO off that, but I'll never get FOMO if I'm following my plan and I don't jump and like the market just tanked and I was wrong in my bias, right? Because I know if I just stick to the bias, I'm not sticking to a bias based off of like random concepts. It's all structured based stuff. It's not random. Like, cause some people, they just wake up every morning and they come into the market and they kind of winging it. I'm not winging anything. I have my setups and I have my strategies and I just follow it, because it makes it easier to execute too, man.
So I have a question for
Someone
you.
is like, it's not. I promise you, if you guys go to my YouTube channel, you could watch these videos, bro. It really is.
What's your YouTube channel? Because they doesn't know.
Yeah. Let me. I promise you guys, it really. If you're someone who understands market structure and the basic ICT concepts, I promise you, like if you use like the EBP candles, I guarantee. I'm not gonna guarantee. Obviously, you can't guarantee profitability, but I can guarantee like you'll have a much easier time trading because it's not subjective, man. the biggest issue that I have with like, especially the IFVG guys, like no offense to them, they just because it's so popular on the reason why I'm like picking on IFVGs is because it's so popular online. But bro, it's like I just can't like. I want to be nice, man. I want to be nice with Usman, but it's just like a lot of these guys are like hindsight warriors, you know. They post every IFVG that works and the 20 of them that don't. You know, it's super subjective.
No, I'm okay. I'm not taking anything. I'm not taking anything personally.
No. I'm talking about like the IFVG guys, man.
IVG. Oh yeah,
IFVG
those guys are dickheads.
Bro, they're the worst, bro.
They are the worst. We hate them, huh? Chat, we hate those AVG. Do we have any AVG in the chat?
And listen, guys, IVG is good too, man. But like, I can't get behind someone trading a 1 minute IVG. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but do you have the same hate for people who trade fair value gaps?
No, because I use fair value gaps. Why? Do you have a hate for? Oh no.
No.
Nah, bro. IFVG. No, bro. Fair value gaps, balanced price range. I even use IFVGs too. I just make fun of the 1 minute IFVG guys because those guys are something else, bro.
Yeah, those guys are from Epstein Island. Yeah. 100%. What I was saying. Yeah. So I have one question. Wait. Because basically, let me see. Okay, now. So I have one question because we have nothing to do for now. So how do you manage to control your emotion and not to, because there is like a lot of people, and I've seen some people in the chat actually, where they are like, and even myself actually recently, when you are almost there to get funded, you are almost there to get the 1.5 million in challenges, and you just need to do the last 1 or 2%, and the amount of time when you still need to do just this little 1%, and everything goes crazy. So the question is, do you have something that is quite mechanic or quite like easy to apply that can make you control your emotions, make you control over trading, make you control making some silly mistakes?
100%, bro. So it all comes down to mechanical trading. So okay, for example, on my screen right now, okay, this is on ES, right? So NQ already took out the highs, ES didn't, but like ES has a 4-hour EBP, what we just talked about. I know this red line is going to get hit like over 80+% of the time. It's just, I have the data behind it. It's over like 87, 89% of the time. Right. So now what I do is, because I'm following a system that, number one, I have the data behind that I can actually trust. It just becomes a matter of waiting, right? And then understanding what's your entry, how you're going to enter and stuff like that. Now, this one, it was a 10 a.m. open. The 10 a.m. open was like pretty much right here, right? But now I know that, okay, when I have this candle, and I know that we have a potential expansion to this candle bar high, I'm just going to go down to an M15 and see what's my market structure. I'm going to go down to the 5 minute. What's my market structure? I have a clear swing low and swing high, swing low. To me, as long as the market maintains essentially that 75-34 area, I know that any like long positions are good, especially if you get any dip buys until this high, right? And again, because I have a mechanical approach, bro, it just makes the psychological part so easy, because I could have the worst morning. Right now I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep. I barely slept last night. But because I have a mechanical system that I approach every single day, it's so much easier to execute, right? And I think that's why most people struggle in terms of psychology. When you got to come in every day and you got to make your new analysis, I'm not saying like winging it, but like there's people that go into the marketplace and they're very discretionary. And I'm not saying discretionary doesn't work, because sometimes there is an element of discretion. But when you have all your rules on how you're going to enter a trade, how you're going to manage a trade, what are you even looking for, and everything is already predetermined, I can guarantee you're going to be able to execute better, and your psychology is going to be so much better because of that, right? The problem is if you're kind of going into every single day like the IFVG guys, right? And the inverse fair value gap 1 minute guys, they come into the day like not knowing what they're looking for, praying to find an IFVG on the 1 minute that's going to work, and then they get so they get hell bent on like, oh my god, why doesn't this work? Or oh my god, like I feel so lost, and they get frustrated. It's because they don't really have a system or plan. Now, if you're someone who has everything that I just said, like you have a system, you have data behind it, you have experience, because that's obviously a big factor in experience. And then now you have psychological issues, even though you have everything I talked about, then you kind of have to like do some more inner work, man. Because like, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts about this, Usman, as well. Because I feel like psychology, a lot of it is not to do with the charts, but it's like the reason why you want to get funded. And I could give a personal perfect example. When I came back from Egypt in August, right? And I came back after like, for the, because I just got married last year, spent so much money. I remember the first month trying to get acclimated. I was like rushing trades. I was doing all this because mentally I'm like, okay, I just spent so much money and stuff like that. I wasn't trading for the past month and a half. I really like, I'm trying, let me get back into this. And then what happens is your real life circumstances ultimately dictate what you end up doing, right? And like it affects your decision making on the charts. So if you have a system and strategy that you're very comfortable with trading, you have the experience. In my personal opinion, you're good to go. And you just have to assess, okay, if it's a life thing, okay, guess what? Maybe that's what I even said it to the producer earlier before me and Usman were getting on. Like trading is a great way as an additional income source. So maybe someone can realize, like, you know what, I'll pursue something else. I'm going to learn how to trade. I'm going to make extra money from trading, right? And then that way you don't have that psychological burden anymore of like needing the money, or someone who's actually at a job they hate, right? And they're trying to trade because they want to like leave that job, right? Those are the real reasons for psychological issues. It's not like that's the reason why people struggle waiting for a setup is not necessarily hard. It's only hard when you need the money, or it's hard when you need to feed your ego, because maybe you're like, damn, like I didn't take a trade. I can't find a trade, so like I suck. You know what I mean? This guy just saw on Instagram, he's always crushing it, right? He's always posting the setup. So sometimes you're even trading out of like just to protect your ego, because you want to tell yourself, oh yeah, like I can find the setup, right? You have to assess. That's why it's not like a blanket statement. I know I went like a long rant, but I'm very passionate about that part, because it's not like a one size fits all. Like some people might have the same psychological issue of like over trading or like forcing a trade, but it might be due to like two completely different circumstances.
Yeah, good point. Good point. By the way, guys, today we have a special guest, because I can see we have some people who are coming a little bit late. We have a special guest, which is Omar Agag, someone that I know for years, and he's a killer in terms of trading. So we need to make a quick deal. You need to subscribe. I mean, obviously, guys, if you're watching it and you can comment, it means that you are subscribed already. But remember also to like the video. We are under 100 likes, which is, guys, you're not doing your job. You're slacking too. You're slacking with Falak. You see, Falak is slacking, and you guys are slacking too. So we need to go up to 100 likes. Like this, Falak starts to work, and you guys also start to work. Okay? But yeah, man, in terms of psychology, yeah, I do agree with you. One thing that I would say in terms of like, the only way for me to beat psychology was just to data, just to do the same thing all the time. And after this, when you do always the same entry model, you always trade the same style. At a certain point, you can't argue with data. That's it. The problem with people right now is that, and when I say people right now, is also including myself too. Okay, people in the chat, we are all in the same boat every time. Is that you hear something like there is a new strategy going on, and we all want to jump into this new boat because everyone is doing it. You can see some crazy results, crazy hype, and you want to feel being into a community also. So we all want to jump into this boat. And after this, when we took everything that we needed to take, well, the strategy doesn't fit your lifestyle, doesn't fit the way that you think. You're going to be like, well, actually, the issue is not me, it's a strategy that doesn't fit me. So I'm going to be jumping into another strategy. And same thing going to happen. The strategy doesn't fit me, and you're going to jump to another one. And the issue that I have with this is that at any point, you're taking one strategy that, to be very honest, if that doesn't make sense to you right now, it's just because you're not profitable. So maybe it's good if you keep trying, keep learning the strategy that you've bought, because all strategies works for me. Like all of them work, even the support and resistance, or even those guys that trade inverse favor gaps. No hate to them. It worked, but the only question is how many times. Um, so the real thing that people need to do is take one or stick to one strategy and back up with data, back test, forward test as much as possible. That's why I said to you boys and girls that every Monday I don't trade, because 80% of the time out of 100, I did this on out of 100, and recently, because I'm feeding an AI bot, we did out of 1,000 trades. Same result. 80 to 90% of the time we go back to the same levels. So what's the point for me to sweat on Monday when I can just wake up, chill, spend time with family, enjoy my time, and relax, and just go full focus on Tuesday? Because 80 to 90% of the time, which is facts, you can't deny this, we go back to the same level. So no point for me to trade on Monday, except if I need to scalp or make some quick money, which is, guys, is not the best things to do.
Yeah.
By the way, Omar,
bro.
we need to bring your camera on. Can you find a way?
I have to charge the battery. Yeah, 1 sec. I probably should have been doing that the whole time.
Yeah. The producer sent me a message. He said, like, can you ask Omar to charge his camera, because at least we can see your face.
It should be good. I think in like maybe give it like 15 minutes of like charge.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I agree everything what you said, bro. 100%. Especially like towards the end. Like that's the thing. Like if you do the same thing every single day, like I'll say this, even the IFVG guys, right? The inverse fair value gap guys. The truth of the matter is, if you do the same thing but you have the same methodology, what happens is you just become like, it becomes very robotic. It's not difficult to trade anymore, because the hard part then becomes the waiting. When the hard part is trying to find the setup, then that's a skill issue. But then when the skill issue is kind of like taken care of, you learn a system or strategy, and you're consistently, like Usman said, just doing it the same day over day over day, what happens is it just becomes now more of a patience game, right? Because you know what you're looking for, you had the experience, like you just, again, everything that you're looking for is the same every day, and you're doing the same exact thing. So now it becomes very easy. And I'm not trying to say trading is easy, because the psychological part is difficult, but it becomes so much easier when you're doing the same thing day over day. And you also have like you have the experience, and you have like the reps, where like every single day you're coming into the marketplace, you're trading the same thing. You just become more confident in it because you've seen it work time and time again. And what also happens is you're able to also allow yourself the ability to, when it's not, to find out when does this setup that I trade not work that great. Because if you're doing the same thing every single day, inherently what's going to happen is you're just going to see, hey, you know what? I noticed this setup doesn't work that well when the market is doing this. And then now you can refine your system and strategy and make it even better, right? The problem is if you don't have a strategy, or you're just kind of like, every day you're coming into the marketplace and you're kind of winging it. Like, trust me, I was there in the beginning. I used to wing every single morning, just like, okay, let me see. I guess we have a liquidity pool here. I guess we have this here. I guess we have that there. ICT talked about it in his last video. And then, you know what I mean? Then you're just kind of trading randomly, you know?
Yeah. By the way, just quickly, Mr. Producer, can you just switch on my screen, please? Mr. Producer?
Yeah, he's on it. Quick.
Thank you. Just quickly, because while Omar is talking, I'm always trying to find like some good trades for you boys on the stream, in the chat. To be honest, the NAS buy was for me the only. So basically, this line was the idea for me to buy, which is okay, which is all good and done. Euro USD. This was our TP on Thursday, so TP has been reached, destroyed, which is great. So that was a great trade. I am looking for a buy opportunity on Euro USD, but not now. I'm just gonna wait a little bit more. because nothing is coming clean for now. The only thing that potentially is gold, but for a quick scalp. For a quick scalp. Because right now on gold, I have this entire liquidity and I have those equals, let's say, on top, which is those two equals. So right now, like there is like a small scalp going on potentially, where we can aim from this area to this area. I mean this previous high. So the question mark that I'm having right now is, oh well, listen, it is happening actually. So yeah, so gold right now can be a very good buy, but I will be careful on where to put the TP. That's it. That's the only thing, because there is this to take. So this could be a good TP in here. Yeah, to be honest, this and this. This and this one. This 2 level can be good TPs. I don't think we're gonna reach this level, boys. And if that's the case, great. But to be honest, my issue right now, that's why I'm personally, listen, boys and girls, Omar is also retarded as me. So please,
Yep, exactly.
this is not financial advice. Okay. We do things to entertain you guys. So this is purely for entertainment. And for purely entertainment, I will degen on this long from this closure. You can put this stop loss at the bottom to be very safe. And I will aim those 2 places. So this one as TP1, this one as TP2. I'm personally, if you want to trade safe, I'm not taking it for a number of reasons. There is liquidity at below. Whenever we take those 3 lows, I will take the long. But for now, I'm not taking anything. It's just, it is clean right now to see like a small movement to the top side. So it's not a take that I'm trading, but this can be a very good idea, a trade idea. But yeah, other than that, the NAS is gone. I know we have a guy that was trading Euro CAD. No, USD CAD. And the things that I said last time is, let's see what do we have in here in this entire place. And for now, I'm not looking for any shorts. I'm just looking for continuously some buys. There is nothing yet ready. Yes, it's me. Yes, Samuel. Because let's see DXY quickly. Let's see DXY. Let's do an analysis on the DXY. So on the DXY, I've said that we have equals at the bottom that we need to take at a certain point. And look at where we're reacting right now. We are reacting to this. Wait. There is some stuff interesting in here. This is going to be very interesting. But the Tuesday, so yesterday was a bank holiday. So I'm gonna answer to Mr. Andy. Mr. Andy said, so today is Monday. Yes, good point. As we have no data yesterday, and yesterday was closed, I'm taking today as Monday. So today it's Monday for me. So that's why I'm just slightly waiting. However, it's very interesting. I don't know for you, Omar, but it looks like we're coming to some very interesting area on some pairs.
Like, oh no, which asset class?
So if I check, for example, Euro USD.
Oh yeah, let me check Euro.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't even lie. I haven't even looked at FX in like
ages?
A while.
Bro, like
yeah, not ages, maybe like a month.
the only forex pair that I trade is Euro USD. That's it. This is the only one. Yeah, so you guys do whatever you want to do on gold, but for me, this is the only good setup that I have. I would say if you're on gold, just be mindful on what's gonna happen after this high. Okay, after this high, just be mindful. We will go to this high at a certain point, hopefully. I do hope, but just be very careful on what's gonna happen after this. You may want to put yourself in break even. I'm just saying you may want to put yourself into break even, or just lower your risk. Is up to you. But yeah, NAS is flying.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. That 30,000 psychological number, once it breaks, it usually has like a pretty big squeeze.
So I have a
Especially-
question for you, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Is like that's actually a good question. Is like on NAS,
Yeah.
there is nothing in the left.
Yeah, so like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, cause I struggled with that for so long. To be fair, today I think was like one of those situations where it was just perfect because like we did create the liquidity overnight Asia range high with so much. I mean, bro, look at that 15-minute time frame. There was so much liquidity overhead. So then
Yeah.
when the market drops lower, right? The question is always like, how deep can the pullback be, right?
Yeah.
But the real it's like the same thing that you said. We traded back down to that gap, and then the market pushes back up, and then we start to see bullish market structure. So for me, because we have to the left those equal highs from Asia range, I love when that happens. Even if we're at all-time highs, because at least we have something. We have the Asia range high. Now the problem is like if someone wants to go long, the issue for me is like, okay, well, what would you target, right? Because now it's like, I mean, there's no target. You're right. There's nothing to the left anymore. The thing that was to the left was the Asia range highs, right?
Yeah.
That one's already tagged. So now this is where people get tripped up because most people they're going to be like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to look for shorts now because there's nothing to the left. Bro, this can just keep running. Like, I don't think people understand, like in a bull market, we can just keep running. And honestly, if I'll say this, if someone really wants to force something, right, do it at your own risk. Just try to go long ES and just look for ES to make all-time highs, right? I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but like if you're someone who's like going to be impatient, like you might as well just do that versus trying to short NQ because it's just not high probability, right? Obviously, the best option is now to just wait for another setup. But yeah, but I could see a scenario where ES just catches up to NQ because that's what's been happening the whole month, bro. NQ will rip or ES will rip to new highs, and then the other one will catch up going into the PM session, and then that's the more highly probable play, right? Comparatively speaking, versus trying to short NQ. So yeah, I'm with you, bro. Like when there's nothing to the left, I'm usually sidelined because I'm not trying to short it. Even if I get a short setup, I need to see a daily setup. I need to see something bigger than just like a 5-minute market structure break or something,
Yeah. Bro, that's weird actually, because I personally never seen something like this before, but maybe you guys see it, or maybe in the chat you guys may see it. Is we are making new highs on NAS. We are making a low on the Dow Jones, US 30, and on SP 500. We are bullish, but we haven't made a new high yet.
I know exactly, bro.
What?
But I will say this, in this situation, that's what I mean. Like you just like because there's people that want to keep shorting this, bro. I had someone who actually messaged me, a friend of mine, talking about mean reversion and stuff like that on these types of plays, and that they've been having a difficult time with it. And I'm like, yeah, well, like, bro, you can't just short. Like you have to have a short setup. Just like this idea that because something's overextended, it just doesn't mean anything. And I know like a lot of people probably came in today maybe looking for shorts because they have that gap, the new week opening gap. Actually, was it new week? Was it on the Monday? Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, it was Monday. When we opened up Monday on the bank holiday, we had a huge rally straight off the open. So we do have that gap at 29,679. But again, that gap doesn't have to get filled this week. It doesn't have to get filled today.
Yeah.
It can get filled at any other moment at the end of the day, right? So like when you start to see bullish setups, again in a bullish environment, just because the market is I don't want to say overbought, right? But like when the market is just constantly trending higher, I think naturally humans are thinking, well, okay, you know what? I'm just going to try to find the sell, or they're going to just try to look for a sell, even though the market has been trending. The market is sitting at areas of support. Like there's no reason to, in my opinion, to like just to do mean reversion right here. Mean reversion, like, and if you guys know what mean reversion means, it just means like a reversal setup. Reversal setups are better off in consolidating markets, right? Or if you're going to buy a bullish reversal, technically this was a bullish reversal, but yeah, like that's kind of like the way that I view it. It's just, if you don't see anything to the left, like Usman said, like especially with NQ, you just, there's also an option of just not taking a trade if you already, like, if you don't capitalize on the initial move, because you don't want to short this. And yeah, and the thing is also, I will say this, I struggle where like sometimes the market's clearly bullish and I see the market trending day after day and I'm hesitant to buy, right? That's also another thing that some people face.
What Mr. Insurance Casino? Why your brain is hurting? What's going on? Oh yeah, I think his brain is disconnected because of the NAS making new highs, Dow Jones making new lows, SP 500 making just bullish but not making new highs. Little two reversal are better on consolidation. Yeah. Can you check CAD yen? I'll check CAD yen after. Yes. Okay, let me see some question. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, yeah, this is a good shout actually. We do also stream on the Discord. We have Mr. Artan on Thursday, I believe, who we do London session. And we have tonight, which is, I mean, for me tonight, 6 p.m. UK time, we have Sanj that does psychology. This guy is a savage, honestly. In terms of psychology, he's coming up with some very good presentation, and he does like one time every month. So yeah, don't hesitate to come in the Discord. You need to get the Fanatics role to be able to join. So let me see one thing, because there is a lot of questions. So I need to just, what is your favorite platform for backtesting? TradingView is killing me. What? Why? TradingView is killing you for backtesting? What do you use, Omar?
Yeah, I use TradingView, bro. I have no other charting platform or I mean, I haven't checked out the TradeZilla one, so maybe someone can check that one out, because I know TradeZilla has a backtesting as well.
I do TradeZilla, to be honest.
Yeah, so because I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah, because the only thing, and even guys, you should know me. Like, it's not because we have a partnership with TradeZilla that I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like brand friendly, but I'm not gonna say anything. But it's not because we are in partnership with TradeZilla that I'm pushing TradeZilla. I swear to God, TradeZilla is so good. In terms of data, for me, we like that simple example. We've created an AI bot. I mean, I've been creating an AI bot for the past like maybe 3 or 4 months. And without all the data from TradeZilla, I will not be able to improve the AI bot right now. So yeah. So TradeZilla for me, it's a good one for backtesting. I use TOS for charting, but I can't. But yeah, otherwise, TradingView is also good. The only thing with TradingView is that you don't have the like how much you could be making. I mean, you can if you create like a paper account. But yeah, he wants to. So let me go up quickly. Oh wait, what's going on the? What's going on in? Okay, so gold is going up as planned. Producer sent me a message. He said that he needs to go to the toilet, so we may be stuck on Omar's screen for a couple of minutes until producer is coming back.
Let me switch over to gold for you in the meantime.
Yeah, go in the 1 minute.
The 1 minute. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Do you want me to just do the full 1 minute, or do you want me to put a different time frame on the?
Just 1 minute.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. That's fine. But yeah, no. So yeah. So right now, like it's quite good. Yeah, we do have like a rejection going on right now. which is okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna draw what cause I see your screen from the back end. So okay, and then you have the risk to reward tool from there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the 1 minute. Okay, cool.
By the way, where do you put your stop loss when you trade?
Yes, I think we do it the same. I just put it below swing highs and swing lows, like protected highs, protected lows, like same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and like somewhere up here. Yeah.
Yeah, so there is like different, like there's 3 TPs, but the first one is the one that oh no, shit, actually he took the previous high. I just realized. Okay, I'm a bad. Yeah, that was the previous high. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. It's not over yet. The 30 minutes, yeah, 30 minutes is closed. Ah, he's back. Okay, he's back. Mr.
Okay.
Producer, if you can switch to my screen, Mr. Producer, it would be highly appreciated. So yeah, so we took this internal high, which is fine. We just got the rejection, which is okay. But right now, like the 30 minutes bullish, I like it. I like it a lot. So the plan is not changing yet. I'm still aiming this high as first one, and this one will be the second one. The plan is the same. Yeah, and all of this just because we took this low. We took this low. If I go to the 5 minutes, look at this divergence in here. So it means that the market wanted to trigger something at the bottom, and what the market tried to trigger is this equals. You see those 3 equals, I believe. Oh no. So he triggered this order block. Okay, my bad. This order block. Yeah, okay, yes. So this order block now is triggered. Nice. And we got this beautiful displacement to the top. Nice. And after this, we took this internal liquidity and we tapped again into this order block. And now that's why we got this push to the higher side. And then the entry that when I said like, oh, now boys, there is an entry, it literally after this candle. That's it. So let's see how that goes. But for now, it is pretty interesting. What is Omar YouTube information? I believe it's
They can look up train and trade.
yeah, train and trade. By the way, why this name? Why train? Because of
yeah. Because I used to train a lot, like gym, martial arts, and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
when I first started, I wanted to build a brand around that. Still will, but yeah, man, around like fitness and stuff like that.
Good luck in the next few weeks and months. Huh?
Yeah, I know. That's I was like, I have to put it on hold.
Yeah. Reese put me some pressure recently. He called me and he said, "You bastard need to get slimmer." I said, "Okay, boss." So yeah, I'm going into this journey right now. It's very difficult because I have family that came from that came from France.
Yeah.
So the diet right now is a bit messy, but I did promise to my wife. I said after the Champions League final this weekend, I'm starting my diet because yeah, bro, I'm a hardcore fan of PSG. So
it's good. Yeah. And it's tough, bro, when you have like the family over and stuff like that, because everyone's going out, eating out, all this stuff. So
exactly, bro. Like they said to me like they went for a Japanese food this lunch. I said no, I can't eat right now because if I eat, I'm gonna be slacking like Falak in the stream. Let me see. Okay, I like carbs. Wait, what did he said? I like carbs. Cycling keeps hunger myself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do understand that. Okay, boys. So for now, it's a winning stream. because I've shared to you a cool trade on gold. Sadly, I couldn't I couldn't say to you guys to buy here. I wish I could, but I couldn't because the movement was so aggressive that even when I saw this, I was like, potentially we are reacting to this FVG, so I'm not gonna say to the boys to take a buy for now. So some people took it because now they understand the way that I trade. Good for you. Some people didn't. It's okay. It's just only Tuesday, to be very honest, so we can chill. But right now we have gold going, but it's very slow, but it's going there slowly. I will say that now that we took this internal liquidity and also this 1 minute internal liquidity, if you are into this trade, put yourself into break even and chill. Because the good thing in here is that we have another FVG. Actually, it's a BPR here. So if the market want to go down again, we can potentially do poof here, maximum here, and go back, or here and go back. So that will be the next place that I want to see potentially on gold for a continuation to the buy, just to continue with the buy with the long. So I'm just gonna put an alert in here just in case I'm talking and I missed the opportunity. Boom. And yeah, what's a move on NAS? What a move on NAS.
Insane, bro. Insane. And that's why I'm saying that 30K, like sometimes those round numbers, like 30K, especially 30K, because I don't think we literally last night we went to 29,994 or 995, literally edged it. And then that 30K just base, usually there's like a huge rip of like momentum above those psychological numbers, man.
Do you do like those institutional levels?
No, only when we're at all-time highs, to be honest. Because when we're at all-time highs, like there's nothing else to kind of like base it off of, right? There's like 30,000, like even with ES, like it's like 7,000. Like ES, if we ever get close to like going toward, well, 8K is actually very, very far away. But like every 100 points, so like 7,500, 7,600, 7,300. It's like right now the ES high is 75.71, so 7,600 is kind of like in play, in my opinion, going into tomorrow, or maybe even today. Who knows? Depending on how much volatility we get. That's the only time I'll use it, when we're already at like all-time highs, because there's no other numbers to use,
So because I have my own institutional levels, to be honest. If I need to go back again, I'm too lazy right now, so I'm not gonna re-explain what's the institutional levels like I did for you guys. Like I did like a video on the in Discord, so I'm explaining here what's the institutional levels on my side. But I do have one level apparently that can be interesting at 30,127. So if I was into this long right now, I will aim this 30,127. No, wait, 30,100. Yeah, 127. Yeah. But basically, like this institutional levels, Omar. Like I don't know, but it's the way that I'm gonna explain looks so dodgy. But this is coming from my mentor, Reet. I don't know if you heard about this guy.
What's his name, Riz?
No. That's a guy that pretend to be cool, but he's not cool.
Oh, man.
He's trying so hard to be cool on social media, but he doesn't have a, he's trying to be like me, to be very honest, but everyone can see it, that I'm the better version of,
Oh yeah, of course, man. Of course.
Yeah.
You're like the evil twin.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, so basically, Rit is our mentor, kind of, let's say, and he gave us those institutional levels. And look at this, boys. Actually, during the stream, like people in the stream, you see, like where did you reacted? Yeah, we do have the FVG in 1 hour, but we also have this institutional level, which is the 29,752. And look at where the market reacted at that time. Reacted to another institutional level, 29,939.5. You see, I'm telling you guys, don't slack on those levels. Don't slack on them because they are very powerful if you align those levels with your strategy. We need. I don't know if you guys have heard in the chat, but Omar needs to check his camera. Let me see one thing. Okay, yeah, no problem. In any way, Mr. Producer, Omar needs to go. Brother, by the way, you don't need to tell me this in private. You can just tell me here. Where is like home in here?
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure because I was like, I have a couple phone calls to make and stuff like that. So I just want to make sure. Yeah.
But it would be nice to have you like in a consistent way, Mr. Omar.
Yeah, bro. I told Riz like I really enjoy doing streams and stuff like that. So I am definitely down for that. We'll discuss and talk about like whatever times are available for you guys. But we definitely can make this like a weekly thing because yeah, bro. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy markets. I enjoy breaking everything down, man.
Okay, nice. So we will see with the we will see for next week. For next week. To have you in would be nice. Would be nice next week.
All right, perfect, bro. Sounds good, brother. And I enjoyed. Thank you guys for having me on stream. Enjoyed chatting up with everyone. And yeah, guys, hope everyone had a good trading day. Definitely good opportunities, man. So
yeah,
100%. Good opportunities.
What? Goodbye, Omar. Have a good day, bro.
All right, perfect, brother. You too, man. Take care, everyone.
Take care. Take care. Well, boys. We are together. We are on a date. The date between you and I. Okay, boys. So now Omar is gone. Hey, he's a cool man. He's a cool man. I like this guy. Like he's chill. He has years of experience. We're gonna have someone else also next week. Which is also Omar, but also a girl. We're gonna have a girl with us. That's gonna be fine. That's gonna be cool too. But yeah, so we keep looking into those charts. I'm still not done with you guys. You guys are gonna stick with me for a couple of more minutes, and we're gonna leave after altogether because I need to make sure that you guys doesn't do shit when I'm off stream. Okay, so we're just gonna put those levels. We're just gonna put those rules, and after this, you guys fuck around and find out. Okay, you guys play around and you see. Finally, a woman. Oh, nice. Jeez. Yeah. She's cool. She used to stream on Tradify. So it's cool to have her also with us. She's learning too. Like she's learning, but this is the best way, honestly. Like I feel like a lot of brands want to have not successful because she is successful. They want to have those like high caliber, like Omar, like Marco, like Matt, like AB Legends, like all of those profitable traders, because people want to see how those guys are successful. But I feel like it's also good to have those people who truly want to be successful and truly want to give everything that they've got to be constantly profitable. And it's good to have those people too, actually. It's good to have those people. So it's going to be good to have her. Lumi, Mariham. Actually, no, but I'm taking those names. Let me screenshot. Maybe. But no. Okay, so because it's people that you can relate. It's people that you can relate. People that you can relate better. They're like you, but like I am a little bit more profitable, blah blah blah. So that's why sometimes we can have this disconnection, which is I honestly hate. Like I want to be connected to you as much as possible, but when you have someone that is like you on the stream, asking the question that you are also asking to yourself, I feel it's better. I feel it's better sometimes. Okay, so what do we have? Yeah, so Nas, I will say, guys, now that we're gonna end the stream quite soon, just to recap, beautiful reaction, beautiful reaction. If we close like this, I may say this can be the next place that can be interesting. I'm not going to be looking into this 1 hour FVG anymore in that case, because I want to go with the actual momentum. I want to continue with the momentum. So if let me go to the 1 hour. So if we have this new FVG, this may be the next potential for a continuation to the long position. This will be the next area that I will be looking for. Okay. While we're looking on you, I will have a look after, boys. So yeah, so beautiful reaction to the 5 minute in here. Okay, beautiful. And after this, we have this now 1 hour order block that potentially can be the continuation, and we continue to go higher. On the gold right now, so this is a trade that I've shared to you boys. I said just to be mindful on this FVG. This is exactly what is going on right now. So I would say just if you're into this trade, put yourself into break even. The next place that I want to see gold reacting is into this place, this order block and BPR. Those are the areas that I really truly want to have a look and see where we can go after. So this will be the next spot. Okay. What I'm looking in terms of TP, internal highs, which is this one, and I'm also looking for all of those trend line liquidity on top. So this trend line of liquidity, you see, if I go to the 15 minutes, you see, boom, boom, boom. This is all the things that I want to see getting out. And potentially hide this TP, but yeah, I will share anyway all the setup in the Discord later, and for EURUSD, to be honest, guys, like I have no clue for now. I need to wait. How this daily, like this was the trade last week on Thursday, but right now it's too early. I just need to wait how the daily candle will close. Based on the daily candle, I will take a decision. Okay? I will take a decision from there. So that's it, boys. So now, announcement. I have a little announcement, guys. Okay? Little announcement. Bro, it's okay to take a counter trade, but it makes sense. Which one? Usman, did you see the song opening? Yeah, I need to see this, by the way. I need to see this. Tendra, if you can make a song that we can use, like something catchy of 15 seconds that we can use for like shorts, that would be nice. Dark Race. No, it's better than this actually. So announcement. So what we're gonna do is that there will be no giveaways today. However, be careful on this. However, there will be 3 giveaways of I'm not gonna do today. Actually 6, because yesterday was a bank holiday. So we have 6 giveaways. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys now, because now all the people that are not watching until the end, they're gone. So Saturday, PSG is playing. Okay. Friday and Saturday, I'm gonna say to the boys, I'm off. Nobody gonna see me. Usman, me, myself, I'm dead. I'm on Friday, I'm getting the house ready. I'm getting one of the most expensive meat in Portugal. No budget. Fuck the budget. I'm getting cigars. All of this. Getting ready on Friday. Because Saturday is gonna be PSG against Arsenal. It's gonna be my day. And on this day, I will do an exclusive giveaway only in Discord. And I'm telling you guys, get your notification on, because I'm gonna be tagging you, and those who are active on the Discord will get the rewards. So I'm telling you, you see, get the notification on, and it will be on Saturday. Saturday, I will let you know, guys. Okay, any day on Saturday. Don't worry, I will be London session friendly, and I will be New York session friendly. But it will be I will do a giveaway on Saturday, because Saturday is a beautiful day. It's actually one of my favorite day of the year, and I wanna make this also as a good day for you boys and girls. So yeah, so take it easy, take care. Tomorrow we have Marco. And we have London session on Thursday morning in the Discord. We have Sanj tonight in the Discord that do a psychology call. So I will see you there, boys and girls. Wait, why do I have an alert going on gold? Oh, because it went to our BPR. Okay, so yeah, eyes on gold right now. Okay, boys, take care. Take care, big love, and see you on this weekend. See you this weekend, boys and girls.